Military news. 5 Russian weapons which made their deadly debut in Syria. Russia's ongoing airborne campaign in Syria wouldn't have been such a game-changer without the help of some of the country's most sophisticated weapons. 1. Su-35 Supermaneuverable Multi-Role Fighter. The Sukhoi Su-34 strike fighter, adopted by the Russian Aerospace Forces in 2015, has been deployed against the radical Islamists in Syria from the beginning of Russia's anti-Daesh campaign there. In 2016, the Russian aircraft contingent deployed at Miami Air Base was further bolstered by 4 Sukhoi Su-35 supermaneuverable multi-rail fighters. The impressive combat performance of these aircraft has already attracted the attention of many prospective buyers from around the globe. The Su-35 employs an Urban-C passive electronically scanned array radar that constitutes an essential component of the aircraft's fire control system. The radar is capable of detecting a 3 square meter (32 square feet) aerial target at a distance of 400 kilometers (250 miles) and can track 30 airborne targets and engage 8 of them at the same time. Su-35 thus uses the N135 Urbis passive antenna array with electronic scanning radar for improved locating. The radar can also map the ground using a variety of modes, including the synthetic aperture mode. The Urban-C is complemented by NOL's 35 optoelectronic targeting system that provides laser ranging, TV, infrared search and track (IRST) functionality. The Su-35 is compatible with a multitude of long and short-range air-to-air missiles, precision and unguided air-to-ground weaponry that include missiles, fuel air bombs and rockets. A maximum weapon payload of 8 tons can be carried on the 14 hardpoints. The fighter may use missiles with a range of up to 300 kilometers. The radar's extremely high power levels make it detectable by potential threats radar warning receivers at very long ranges. 2. Sophisticated long-range cruise missiles. In October 2015, the world became suddenly aware that Russia possesses sophisticated long-range cruise missiles. The message was spread by the country's Caspian flotilla in the most no-nonsense, matter-of-fact way possible, as its warships successfully obliterated a number of Daesh targets in Syria by launching Caliban-K missiles from hundreds of miles away. While many of this new cruise missile's parameters still remain classified, apparently it has an effective range of 350 kilometers when deployed against naval targets and can hit assets on the ground from a distance of up to 2,600 kilometers. The Caliban Russian missile system, a Russian land attack cruise missile, anti-ship missile and anti-submarine missile developed by the Nato Design Bureau OKB-8. Its NATO code name is Zizla. Derived export versions of the 3M54E and the 3M54E1. The 3M54E has a US name SSN27B. It does not have a NATO code name. The 3M54, 3M54E, 3M54TE and 3M54AE have a second stage that performs a supersonic sprint in a terminal approach to the target, reducing the time the target's defense systems have to react. The 3M54E1 only travels at subsonic speeds during its entire flight, though range is longer than that of the supersonic versions accordingly. The name of club is used for export versions. 3. Tupolev Tu-160 Strategic Bomber. The Tupolev Tu-160 supersonic strategic bomber, known as the White Swan in Russia and as Blackjack abroad, is usually considered a deterrent, a nuclear weapon delivery system capable of crossing a distance of up to 14 kilometers without refueling. In Syria, however, these bombers wiped out numerous Daesh targets using conventional ordnance, such as KAB-500 guided bombs, KH-29L laser-guided missiles and KH-101 air-launched cruise missiles. Entering service in 1987, the Tu-160 was the last strategic bomber designed for the Soviet Union. As of 2016, the Russian Air Force long-range aviation branch has 16 aircraft remaining, with fewer being airworthy and in service. The Tu-160 active fleet has been undergoing upgrades to electronics systems since the early 2000s. The Tu-160M modernization program has begun with the first updated aircraft delivered in December 2014. The modernized aircraft were accepted into Russian service after testing in late 2005. The upgrade also integrated the ability to launch two new conventional versions of the long-range Kh-55 nuclear cruise missile, the Kh-101 and Kh-555. This resulted in the delivery of a new-built aircraft but the first modernized Tu-160 in July 2006 did not receive new avionics, although they were planned for the new airframe. 4. TOS-1A Solnspeak Heavy Flamethrower System. The TOS-1A Solantsep Blazing Sun multiple rocket launcher has also proved to be an effective weapon in the Syrian conflict. Its thermobaric projectiles are especially effective in mountain areas as the blast waves resonate and are boosted in confined environments, an unwelcome surprise for Daesh militants who sought to use elevated positions in the mountains to their advantage or to take cover in ruined buildings. The TOS-1A is the latest version of the original TOS-1 heavy flamethrower system. It was adopted by the Russian army in 2001. The TOS-1A was used by the Russian army in Chechnya. This heavy flamethrower system has been exported to Azerbaijan 18, Iraq 4, and Kazakhstan 3. Iraqi systems have seen combat during the fights with Islamic State fighters. It seems that the TOS-1A has also been exported to Syria, where it has seen combat during the Syrian civil war. The TOS-1A heavy flamethrower system is intended for direct fire support of advancing infantry and main battle tanks and moves in their combat orders. It is designed to engage military personnel, fortifications and light armored vehicles. The heavy flamethrower system is generally similar to multiple launch rocket systems. However, it fires different types of rockets and has a shorter firing range. 5. BTR-82A Armored Personnel Carrier. And last but not least, there are BTR-82A1 Armored Personnel Carriers, an invaluable tool for every infantry assault operation. The vehicle's 30mm autocannon with a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun virtually tears apart concrete structures, while its digital targeting systems ensure that the crew's vision won't be impaired by nighttime, leaving the militants almost no place to hide. The BTR-82A is an advanced 8x8 wheeled armored personnel carrier APC being manufactured by Military Industrial Company of Russia for use by the armies of Russia and Kazakhstan. The first prototypes of the vehicle were unveiled in December 2009. The APC's features were demonstrated during the 15th Interpolitech State Security Materiel Show at the All-Russia Exhibition Center in Moscow in October 2011. It was also displayed at the Russian Expo Arms 2011 show in Nizhny Tagil. Publish in SputnikNews.com.